Yes, hi, my name is Søren, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Ernit. And I'm not going to start with my daughter today, but I am going to start with showing a picture of her, yes, but going more to the point on what it is that we are doing. Ernit is an app that is connected to a bank account. It's for children the age of 4 to 10. In the app, children can set goals, get rewards for doing chores, and follow the long-term progress on their savings. But let me just show you how this actually works. So the app is two-sided. There's a parent side and there's a child side. And if we start with the parent side of things, in the app, parents can send money to the children. They can set up recurring transfers as well, each and every week for pocket money, and also link that to different chores at home. But the real magic happens in the child's version of the app. Here we work with so-called magical moments, where we with colorful dashboards and gamification elements and coins you can move around, teach children the true value of money. And these magical moments are the cornerstones in giving children the ability to give, save, and spend responsibly. And this is how we're making digital money tangible. In the context of OP, you already have Pivot Junior for the 10 to 17-year-olds, but Ernit is focusing on a different demographic. It's focusing on the 4 to 10-year-olds, just to put it into perspective on how it will work in an OP setting as well. So, the OP MVP that we are proposing, that we're working hard on the last couple of weeks, is that, of course, here we have a lovely Finnish family, still snowing. We propose 50 families as part of the MVP, 4-week period of testing, 3 surveys and interviews as well, and working with real data. For us, it is so important that it's real data, because working with funny money just gives another way of acting with the product. We've seen it again and again, doing pilots with Barclays, doing pilots with other banks as well. The interaction is different when it's real money versus not real money, because children ask first question, okay, where's the money? And if you just say, oh, we just make believe this, or just points, oh, then they don't take it seriously. So it needs to be real money. And this is the kind of setup that we're envisioning for the MVP. It is the Ernit app that is connecting to the Molson API and to that into the different accounts that these 50 parents are having. The accounts are all going to be in the parents' name, so it's not the children that we're doing an authentication or KYC process on. The authentication process for the POC is going to be through the Molson API. And the 3 API endpoints that we need for this is show user list of accounts, it's show user's account balance, and it is make transfer of money. And all of these are part of the PSD2 requirements. Phase 1, which we have already ended, just to recap on what we've done so far. We have done the sandbox integration on the AISP part. So that is working. In the app we can go in and we can get a balance and see that in our version of the app. The PISP part is not ready yet, so we can't do that yet, but of course when that comes we'll try that as well. Besides this, we have also exchanged a lot of notes, experiences with OP. These are some of the banks that we are working with right now. Spar Nord, we are live with in Denmark, AIB in Ireland, OP of course here in Finland. We're working with Standard Chartered in Singapore and Barclays in the UK. What we have done so far is, of course, taking all the knowledge we have from these banks and the APIs that they have built, and the mistakes that they have made, and the mistakes that we have made. And we, of course, are giving that kind of feedback to the guys of OP as well, making changes to the APIs of the Molson APIs so that they are gonna look like the PSD2 open banking APIs as well. So I think this is really valuable both for us and for you, of course, that we can help by enhancing those APIs and getting them quicker to market. Phase 2, which we have also ended. So, but I just wanted to recap again here on what we've done. We've had a lot of meetings with internal people at OP. A lot of meetings with people junior, for instance. Got good feedback, good knowledge exchange on that base, especially. The OP validation team we've talked to a lot as well on how are we going to validate this, how are we going to make the surveys that we're going to have through the process. We've already made the different surveys. We've formed them and coined them, so they are ready for deployment. Well, they are in English, so we have to first put them in Finnish, right? But they are ready in that sense. And we've done research as well on the Finnish market. OP has already made some surveys, some studies on this that we've looked at, and here there's a clear indication of that the parents that OP has interviewed are wanting a product that makes it easier for children to learn how to save. So that is a pure validation of that, yes, there's a need for this product. And we have also, that was why I was kind of sweating before, because we just got this video done, because we've made the first authentication process. So this is how we're making authentication of the people that are gonna come in through the app using the Molson authentication process. And this is just still dummy data, whatever you want to call it. It's not real accounts. But this is the process that we're gonna use for getting real accounts as well. This is the first step into it. And in our experience, the authentication process is always the hardest, because that is different from bank to bank, country to country. So this is by far the biggest headache for us. So this is huge that we've done this so fast, and a great deal of kudos goes to Chris and his team as well for helping us in doing this. So this is what it looks like.
This is onboarding, or
this is where we link the profile in the Ernit app with the account that the people have at OP. So that is actually the authentication process of, okay, this is, I'm saying I am this person, and then you can then link that to the different accounts that you have. So what I'm showing here is actually the authentication process. When that ends, then we have to link it to the API endpoint of list of accounts, which we haven't done yet, but this is pretty huge that we've done this so far.
This is the bank ID login.
Yes, yeah. Exactly, it is. Phase 3, which we're starting on now. Well, next step is that we need to connect the 3 API endpoints in the Molson API that I mentioned before. So it is the account balance, it is the transfer of money, and it is the list of accounts that we're going to connect to. And it is launching the MVP. We are really already far on this. So we've set an ambitious date for ourselves on the 26th of April. We want to launch this MVP for 4 weeks with the 50 families. The reason for also doing it now is that it needs to be done before summer. When we go into the end of June, people are going to go on vacation. In July, people are gone. This has to be done before summer if we want the info and we want also to continue the process that we have now and learn as quickly as possible. Because if not, then we have to wait until late August instead. So we are really ambitious on. We want to make this MVP, send it out on the 26th of April.
You're pushing us.
Yes, we are.
Very subtle.
Yes, very subtle. Phase 4 after the MVP. Well, like mentioned before, we are connecting with the Molson API. It's the Molson API that we use to get real data into the system and to get that feedback from the different customers as well. But when we go on the other side, we need to connect to the open banking APIs of OP. So it's a switch between the Molson APIs to the open banking APIs. And this is, just to recap, different phases. Phase 1, we've done that. Phase 2, done that as well. Biggest thing here is the Molson authentication access, so that's really a fantastic thing that we've done that. Surveys are done. The translation of the app is also in process, actually. So phase 3 is very much around the MVP, to get that out there on the 26th of April, getting the feedback, and then afterwards, it's a clear go-to-market strategy for us. We're not here just to do an MVP. We're here for a commercial agreement. We're here to go to market. That is the clear thing that we want to do. Because to be honest, we are a startup and we have to choose the different banks we want to work with, because if you choose a bank that takes too long, then that is really bad for our cash flow. So I have to be honest, we need you to also be on the same page with us on this and not just do an MVP, because it's the aftermath afterwards that is interesting. And for us, that of course also has to do with white labeling, doing the white labeling of the app, which is a big part as well. And of course, there's also risk and marketing as well as big things we need to see into afterwards. So, this is the team of rockstar mom and dads, and we're all working towards the same vision, and we hope that OP is going to be a part of that, because yes, my daughter came in again.
She just happens to be.
Yeah, she just flew in. No, but really, we need you to be a part of making digital money tangible, empowering children with essential lifelong skills. That is the route that we're on with Ernit, and we think that OP is a fantastic partner in that, also with the speed that you've shown so far. So please, let's keep it up.